Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another WWE News here on my YouTube channel. Giving you guys the news on what's been happening last night at SummerSlam. It began at the kickoff show when Apollo Crews defended his United States Champion against MVP, Montel Vontavious Porter. Unfortunately for MVP, he came up short. It was a hard-fought battle for Apollo Crews, but he retained the title. It's a good thing that Shelton Benjamin and Bobby Lashley are not at ringside, because, of course, Apollo Crews and MVP are going to go one-on-one while the rest of the Hurt Business are not at ringside. So Apollo Crews walked out of SummerSlam as U.S. Champion. Also, what happened at SummerSlam last night, that Asuka did compete in 2 championship matches. The first one was the Smackdown Women's Champion, and the other one was the Raw Women's Champion. Apparently, Bayley still holds on the Smackdown Women's Champion right now, after the distraction from Sasha Banks. And speak of the devil, on the Raw Women's Championship match, Asuka teach Sasha Banks a lesson, and Asuka claimed her 3rd Women's Champion. So now she's once again the Raw Women's Champion. A little bit of retribution after what happened last month at the Extreme Rules Horror Show pay-per-view. So Asuka is once again Raw Women's Champion. Yeah, Asuka taught Sasha Banks a lesson. And the Street Profits retained their Raw Tag Team Champions against Angel Garza and Andrade in a tense battle. But the Street Profits are still the current Raw Tag Team Champions. And of course, Mandy Rose and Sonya Deville had a hell of a battle in that no DQ match. We all thought that Sonya Deville would walk out of SummerSlam with the victory, but nope. Mandy Rose victorious against Sonya Deville. And not only does she won that match for Otis of Heavy Machinery, but she ended Sonya Deville's career. And it's all Sonya Deville's idea for this match. That no DQ loser leaves WWE match. Well, normally it's supposed to be a hair versus hair match, but that never happened because that match was changed. Because Sonya Deville changed that match to a no DQ match. Loser leaves WWE. And just like that, Sonya Deville is no longer in WWE. And Mandy Rose have finally got her revenge. So no more Sonya Deville for life. And Dominik Mysterio competing in a street fight in his first WWE match against Seth Rollins. It was a crucial street fight. And you know, son, this is the first time that's in 15 years that Dominik actually been at SummerSlam. Because remember, Dominik was at SummerSlam 15 years ago. It was a ladder match between Rey Mysterio and Dominik. Not Dominik, but Eddie Guerrero. Yeah, it was Eddie Guerrero and Rey Mysterio competing in a ladder match for the custody of Dominik. And Rey Mysterio was victorious at that time. That was 15 years ago, but 15 years later, Dominik competed in his first match at SummerSlam against Seth Rollins. But it was a crucial battle, but unfortunately, Seth Rollins victorious. After when he handcuffed Rey Mysterio and prevent him from attacking Seth Rollins. So Seth Rollins walked out of SummerSlam victorious. And boy, Randy Orton and Drew McIntyre had a hard-fought battle, battling over the WWE Champion. It was a tough battle for Drew McIntyre, but Drew McIntyre stood tall and walked out of SummerSlam as WWE Champion. He is still the WWE Champion right now. And finally, it was a Falls Count Anywhere match between Braun Strowman and the Fiend Bray Wyatt. After a grueling Falls Count Anywhere match and the Fiend walking out as the Universal Champion for the 2nd time in his career, well, Roman Reigns came out of nowhere and really attacked both Braun Strowman and the Fiend. I mean, really, Roman Reigns came out of nowhere. Everybody went to shock when Roman Reigns came out of nowhere and made a shocking return. We haven't been seeing Roman Reigns since January of this year. Yep, Roman Reigns came back to WWE last night at SummerSlam after that main event between Braun Strowman and The Fiend. Because after when Bray Wyatt, The Fiend, win his second Universal Champion, Roman Reigns came out of nowhere and attacked both The Fiend, Bray Wyatt, and Braun Strowman. So now Smackdown will have something to say about this Friday. Alright, y'all, that's the end of this news. Giving you guys the news about what happened last night at SummerSlam. So tune in tonight on Monday Night Raw, that will be on USA, for the aftermath of SummerSlam. And plus another pay-per-view that will take place this Sunday. It'll be Payback. So SummerSlam already happened last night, but there's another pay-per-view that will be coming up this Sunday on August 30th, and that's Payback. First time since 2017. After 3 years. I'm Tyrese Joyner. Thanks for watching. As always, keep it real, my friends, and stay in school. And don't forget to click subscribe and the notification bell so you don't miss any content. Bye-bye, y'all. Have a good night.